What's up, YouTube? Archangel and Rob Rex, I'm here. And I got a gun in front of me. Why do I have a fucking gun in front of me? I do knives, right? No. I also do guns, too. I just can't afford guns the same way that I can afford knives. So, that being said, why do I have this sexy beast in front of me? Well, Leo from Irish Zombie Nation, sorry dude, it's early, was responding to I forgot what he calls it. Country Prepper tagged him and basically said, hey dude, let me see something you've modified. To which Leo pulled out this gangsta street shoddy that he was showing off, and I was quite entertained with that and thought that's a nice little fucking boomstick right there. I really enjoyed it, and imagine my surprise when he called me out and said he'd like to see some shit that I've modded. Well, gentlemen, Country Prepper and Leo, I'd like to show you my Nikita project. Now, here's a little backstory. I actually started this project a year and a half before I even did the Angry Jackalope stuff. I came across a YouTube video where preppers were talking about guns that everybody should get that wouldn't break the bank and give you the most bang for your buck. And I don't remember all the guns. I think one was a 22 Ruger rifle. I know the Mosin was one, and there was some other handguns. So the general thinking from the prepper community, I hate saying prepper. I hate that word. The reliant individuals is you should have a pistol, you should have a shotgun, you should have like a medium-ranged rifle like an AR, and then you should have something a little bit more oomph to it with a little more long range, some kind of a rifle, a longer range hunting rifle. So I got a couple of pistols, I got an AR, I've got a shotgun, and then I've got my Nikita, my Mosin Nagant. So what have I done to modify this bad boy? I mean, you might look at this and say, dude, I don't look like a regular Mosin. It's not. It's not. It's a 7-year-old gun. And I wrote down, ooh, I'm shivering because it's cold. Damn it, it's cold out here. Fuck, it's cold. So this is the M99130, the base Mosin I got. It was covered in Cosmoline, and I picked it up from, I think I picked it up from Get Some. Got it at Get Some. Paid $110 for the base rifle, which was awesome. Another $100 got me 440 rounds of corrosive old school ammo, which I love shooting. I just clean the bitch when I'm done with her. Now, I'm going to use this. There she is from my point of view. Let me go back here like this so you can see from my point of view. Alright, so modifications. Obviously, the body kit is different with a magazine feed instead of top-down feed. Scope, brass stacker addition here so that I could keep my iron sights without destroying that. Just kind of mounted on the side. And then I got a scope on top of that. I got a bipod here. I got a muzzle brake over here. And these pins down here and right here. So that I could throw the straps on. So that is the quick flyby here. And now I'll explain it this way too. So the body kit here, the stock is from ProMag. ProMag Mosin Nagant Archangel Tactical Stock in the Desert. And it's got a a bunch of different things you could do with it. You can raise the cheek weld, you can push back the butt stock, and then you know, that right here, it came with a 5-round magazine to it, and that bad boy cost me 190 bucks. And that's at archangelmanufacturing.com. All of the links to all of the different pieces will be down in the description, okay? I picked up 2 additional 10 rounders, and let's see if I can see if we can get out one of the. My hands are so cold. Ooh wee. Ooh to the wee. Okay, of course that one just fell on the floor. There you go. So instead of taking this inside of an actual clip and sticking it from the top down into the old assembly, these now have magazines. You just load up the magazine, slop it in standard style, and then use the bolt like normal and feeds in. The first few magazines that I got for this stock had an issue with it on the back thing, the back little retaining area here. So every time I was shooting, the damn magazine kept slipping out. Well, I'm happy to say they finally fixed it, and I got replacement magazines, and everything works like a champ now. Let's see, what else do we have here? So the and I got, these are 20 bucks a pop for 10 rounders. I got those on eBay. The Swivel, these 2 detachable heavy duty Sling swivels, they were 15 bucks for the pair. The Bipod is Leaper's UTG Dragon's Claw Bipod. And, you know, this one I do have a little bit of an issue with. It does tend to loosen up and swivel, but, you know, I don't think I paid a lot for it. Yeah, I paid 25 bucks for it, so, you know, you get what you pay for. The muzzle brake up here on the front, that was probably the most... that was the best purchase I did for this particular rifle, just for the simple fact that I don't know if you've ever shot a Mosin, but when it has some kick with it. Well, with the muzzle brake on there, it reduced it down, so this thing feels, for me at least, it feels very similar to my AR. So that is a drastic improvement, which I was very happy with. And this is a second generation. The first one I got from them, there were some problems with. They were very quick to get me another one. And that's from Witt Machine. And that cost me 85 bucks. The Mosin Nagant see-through Scout scope mount, this right here, I got from Brass Stacker, and it cost me 131 bucks. But the reason I went with it is it has a very good reputation. It didn't have to drill tap anything with the upper here. So all I had to do was just fucking put the bolts in. I think I had to tap some pins out, and then I put the bolts in, locked it in place, and it still lets me retain the irons down on the bottom. And that was kind of cool. I wanted to keep the irons just in case I wasn't digging the scope. And then it was a bundle deal. So it was 131 bucks for the mount and the scope. The only drawback with this scope is these rubber pieces that cover the front and the back here. If you're going to use them, you know, they've got these little flip ups here. So you can go like this and you can go like this. The problem that I had is these aren't very strong. So my back ones, for example, tore. You know, there's a point where it snagged on something and it tore. But when it's not in use, they work really well to keep the lenses covered, keep the dust and all the nastiness out. So that works pretty good right there. So basically, everything you see here, after the assembly, the orders, the waiting, the shipping, this, that, and everything else. This was basically kind of piecemeal. I did this over the course of, probably 4 months. You know, I'd save a little money up, get this piece, save a little money up, get this piece, save a little money up, get this, and get this, and, you know, go from here. So the last thing I'm going to put in here is a Trinity trigger. And the reason I want to put that in there, it gives me better trigger control, and it also will add a safety on the unit itself. Right now, with the Mosin, the way that the safety works, you have to reach back on a bolt, pull this thing back, turn it, slot it in. It is a pain in the ass. So adding in that Trinity trigger, you know, that's probably going to add another $125 to the overall build, but then the Nikita project is done. The only other thing I'll get after that is probably a different strap. This strap that I have here is from the original one, and I just painted it and said, fuck it, it's brown. It matches kind of the color motif and the design, so fuck it. We'll go from there. But this cost me total $596. That's the cost for all the components. Now, add in probably another 10, 20, 30, 40 bucks for shipping. So, you know, you're looking at 637 bucks, 36 bucks or something like that for the whole thing. Now, somebody might say, God damn, Rob, why the fuck would you spend that much fucking money on a old ass fucking gun and upgrading it and doing all that shit? Right? Why would you go through all of that trouble? My answer is, fuck it, because I can. I like to modify shit. I like tricking shit out. You know, I trick out cars back in the day. I trick out computers. I trick out all kinds of shit. You know, I trick out my blades, and I trick out my fucking guns. That way I know the motherfucker's mine. You know, if I just had a stock Mosin sitting around and it got pulled short of the serial numbers and this, that, and everything else, looking at it, I couldn't tell that's my gun. Looking at this, I know this is my motherfucking gun. I can spot this bitch in a lineup. That's my baby. That's Nikita. So that's the short answer. Short answer of why I tricked it out. So there you go, Leo. There you go, Country Prepper. That's my modification. One of many. I have a lot of other shit. I mean, other stuff, you know, I modify clothing. This hat. There's this fucking table. I mean, what? I modify fucking everything. I make shit my own. And I think we, as human beings, love to do that. We like to identify ourselves and make ourselves stand out as different than other people around us. So we do that kind of stuff. We like to customize our shit, you know? And it's funny that you guys tagged me on this because I'm right in the process of figuring out ways to help people get modified equipment. So anyway, that's enough with this. I just promised the guys I would do this, show them my modified Nikita. I will be doing a full-up review on this at some point. I've probably got a couple hours worth of footage of me shooting this thing and, you know, dialing in different pieces of it and discovering problems with it. So it's not there yet. It's not where I want it yet. And I can't do my girl bad like that. So I have to get the Trinity in there, and then I dial it in at 1,000 yards. Not 1,000 yards. I wish 1,000 yards. 100 yards. I get it dialed in at 100 yards and get some decent shots out to maybe 250, 200. You know, somewhere a little further out. I think she'll be fine because I was tagging shit at 100 with irons. Granted, they were big targets. You know, like I had big silhouette-sized targets and was doing pretty good with that at about 100 yards. But with the scope, I really want to dial that in and then get it a little further out. And then that way, as you're following that mindset, close range, pistol, shotgun, medium AR, and then long range, the rifle. So that's it. Now, people that I'm going to tag and call out, I'm tagging and calling out all you motherfuckers right there. I'm calling all of you. Any of you motherfuckers watching this shit, calling you out. So there's two ways I'd like to see. So I'm going to put a post up on this. The video is going to post up on my Facebook, my different Facebook page, the official Jackalope, official Andrew Jackalope fan page, the official Jackalope regular page, and then my own personal Rob Ricks Facebook. So on any of those, feel free to post some pictures and stuff like that of some of the shit you've modified. Hell, even throw in some comments of stuff that you'd like to see modified. If you want to make your own video, response video to this, outstanding. That's fucking fun. That's great. We can keep pushing it forward. And then, you know, we could just have fun with it. If you guys want to throw some shit down in the comments, go for it. And we'll go from there. All right, guys. So that is my answer to Leo from Irish Zombie Nation. There you go, Leo. Did it for you, brother. I told you I'd do it. I had a bunch of other shit I was shooting. I got sidetracked last night. Didn't get a chance to do it. Bright and early in the motherfucking morning. Got to take my kids to school. I fucking pulling the gun from where I have it. My wife's like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, it's like fucking dark as shit outside. I'm just grabbing the gun. She's all thinking, oh shit, so I'm going to go shoot somebody. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, I got to go shoot a video. She's like, oh, okay. And she goes back to sleep. So anyway, promise is promise. Here you go. Going up today. Enjoy. That's it for now. If you like it, please subscribe. Tell all your friends. Yeah! Tell all your motherfucking friends. Angry Jackalope bitches. That I have more cool shit coming for 2016. Take that shit to the bank. This weekend I'll be doing the very first Jackalope Hell Challenge. Oh yeah. Angry Jackalope Hell Challenge, motherfuckers. But guys, that's going to have to wait for a little bit. I have to actually schedule that when I go out and do trips and things of that nature. But anyway, that's it. All right, guys. Love ya.